Have you ever stopped just for a moment and asked yourself, what makes life truly meaningful? Why do some people seem to move through life with calm, clarity, and quiet confidence, while others stay trapped in stress, overwhelm, and dissatisfaction? Imagine waking up not with dread but with a sense of excitement. That might sound idealistic, but is it? Or have we simply lost touch with timeless truths our ancestors once lived by? Thousands of years ago, Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus faced hardship, uncertainty, even chaos. And yet, they flourished. They found strength, purpose, and peace, not by escaping life's struggles, but by leaning into them with wisdom. What was their secret? Today we'll explore 12 simple but powerful Stoic habits, practical tools, not abstract theory, that can change how you live, starting right now. As we go, keep this question in mind. What if the key to a meaningful life isn't in dramatic breakthroughs, but in quiet, daily habits that shape who we become? Let's begin. 1. Daily journaling. A dialogue with yourself. Ever feel like your mind won't stop racing? Like you've got too many tabs open and none of them will close? Journaling is the Stoics' antidote. Not diary entries or poetic prose, just a simple, honest check-in with yourself. Marcus Aurelius did it daily, not for an audience, but as a way to remind himself how he wanted to live. Think of journaling like cleaning your mental windshield. The more clearly you see, the better you steer. Just a few minutes a day, asking things like, how am I really feeling? What am I worried about? What am I grateful for? It's not about sounding wise. It's about being honest. 2. Walking. Freeing the mind. Some of your best ideas don't come when you're trying hard, but when you're walking. That's no accident. Seneca knew it. So did Nietzsche, who said, all truly great thoughts are conceived while walking. Walking clears the mental fog, settles the nervous system, and invites insight. In a world full of screens and speed, walking is radical. It's simple, it's present, and it creates space for peace, for creativity, and for clarity. Next time you're stuck, step outside. The solution might meet you halfway. 3. Small daily progress. The Stoic path to mastery. Why do big goals often fizzle out? Because we focus on intensity, not consistency. The Stoics knew real change comes from small, steady steps. Epictetus said, progress is achieved by working on yourself daily, not through luck, not in bursts, but with quiet commitment. Want to grow? Forget perfect. Aim for consistent. Even 1% better each day compounds into something powerful. Whether it's fitness, learning, or emotional resilience, daily practice builds mastery. 4th, practicing justice. Doing good beyond yourself. Justice to the Stoics wasn't abstract. It was practical, daily, essential. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, wrote often about fairness, kindness, and serving others. He believed leadership meant living for the common good, not personal gain. Practicing justice means remembering we're part of something bigger. It's helping a colleague, listening with presence, treating the barista with respect. It's not about grand gestures. It's about small moments of decency that ripple outward. The Stoics remind us, your life is not just your own. Live in a way that lifts others too. 5. Pushing limits, building mental and physical resilience. Ever reached a moment where your mind said, I can't, but your body kept going? That's the edge Stoics trained for. Resilience isn't born, it's built. Epictetus taught that exposing ourselves to small, intentional discomforts strengthens our inner core. It could be waking up earlier, taking a cold shower, or pushing through that extra rep. Not to suffer, but to grow. The more you face discomfort voluntarily, the less power life's hardships have over you. Challenge is no longer an enemy. It becomes your training ground. 6. Memento mori, remember life is short. Remember you must die. At first it sounds grim, but to the Stoics, memento mori was freeing. When we reflect on life's brevity, we stop sweating the small stuff. We stop delaying what matters. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself often, "You could leave life right now." Let that shape what you say, think, and do. This awareness brings urgency, not fear, appreciation, not anxiety. It helps us live more fully, love more deeply, and focus on what truly counts. 7. The power of reading. Feeding the mind. For the Stoics, reading wasn't escape. It was fuel. Marcus Aurelius, despite ruling an empire, made time to read and reflect. Seneca advised reading deeply, not broadly, to absorb wisdom that shapes character, not just collect facts. In our hyper-distracted world, deep reading is an act of rebellion. It slows us down, grounds us, grows us. Even 10 minutes a day with a great book can shift your perspective and sharpen your mind for life. 8. Philosophy as practice, not just theory. Stoicism isn't something to memorize, it's something to embody. Epictetus put it simply, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." Marcus Aurelius used philosophy not to debate, but to guide how he woke up, led others, and responded to hardship. Philosophy is only powerful if lived, not in lectures but in arguments, traffic jams, and moments of choice. Ask, what would a Stoic do right now? Live your answers. That's how philosophy becomes transformation. 9. Voluntary discomfort, training for life. Why did Stoics fast, wear rough clothing, or sleep on hard beds? Not for punishment, but preparation. Seneca fasted to prove to himself, "I can live with less. If life takes comfort away, I'll still be strong." In a world that chases ease, occasional discomfort builds grit. It reminds us we can do hard things, and deepens our gratitude for comfort when it returns. Start small, take a cold shower, skip a meal, walk when you drive. Discomfort chosen wisely is a powerful teacher. 10. Emotional detachment, responding, not reacting. Have you ever snapped in the heat of a moment and regretted it right after? Emotional detachment doesn't mean feeling nothing. It means not being ruled by emotions. Epictetus said, "It's not things that upset us, but our judgments about them." The Stoic path is to pause, breathe, observe, then choose your response with intention. Over time, you build calm, especially when it matters most. When you master that pause, you gain power over your world, starting from within. 11. Amor fati, loving your fate. Life will hand you challenges you didn't ask for. The Stoics didn't just accept fate, they loved it. Amor fati means embracing reality as your path, not your punishment. It's saying, "This too is part of my journey, let me learn from it." Marcus Aurelius faced betrayal, illness, and war, but found peace in choosing how he met those moments. We don't choose everything that happens, but we choose how we interpret it, and in that choice lies our freedom and our greatness. 12. Wanting less. The path to inner freedom. We often believe happiness lies in getting more, but the Stoics knew peace comes from needing less. Epictetus said, "Freedom isn't having everything, it's desiring nothing." Modern life teaches us to crave endlessly. Stoicism teaches us to pause, reflect, and question those cravings. Do I really need this? Will it bring lasting joy or just a fleeting hit? True freedom begins when we stop chasing what we don't need and start savoring what we already have. So, what does it mean to live well? Maybe it's not found in constant striving or endless comfort. Maybe it's found in quiet, consistent habits, journaling, walking, choosing virtue, accepting discomfort, reading deeply, living intentionally. The Stoics remind us, Life isn't about avoiding pain. It's about transforming it. It's about showing up fully, with courage and clarity, even when life is uncertain. So I'll leave you with this. If true happiness comes not from getting more, but from needing less, and if real strength comes not from avoiding challenge, but from embracing it, how might your life change starting today? Think about it, reflect on it, but most of all, live it. Because Stoicism isn't about knowing, it's about being. If this message spoke to you and you're ready to bring more clarity, resilience, and peace into your life, subscribe to the channel. We're building a space where ancient wisdom meets modern life. One quiet, intentional habit at a time. Like the video if it helped you see things differently. Share it with someone who might need a moment of stillness today. And let me know in the comments. Which of these Stoic habits will you start practicing first? Because real change doesn't begin in theory. It begins in action.